Hello, my name is Paltino, and today I'm gonna show you the first hour of Blades of Fire. Unfortunately, I can't start a new game, I have to continue, because there's only one save. That is not a nice thing. But we're gonna start off in the first HUD of the tutorial anyways. There are probably some things you can see that are a little bit spoilery, but it's not that much. A few weapons, a few materials. In the loading screen, you always get your next objective, and you get a nice, beautiful picture of where you are. That doesn't look nice, a burning village, but that's just how it starts. This is the first hub area, or home area. You have your beautiful things that you can find, like the ciphers and other scrolls that Atso, your little sidekick, gathers and has with him. Here you have his book with artwork that you can get or not. There's Atso, a little friend here. You can talk to him, and he also is very useful in gathering stuff and getting you forged scripts, and you need him for some puzzles. And of course we have our main character, Aaron, here. And here you can actually recolor his stuff. Recolor his clothing. And we're gonna go right into the weapons. These are the standard weapons, like a sword and the hammer, the pole arm hammer thingy. We're gonna go outside. Also, you need to sharpen your weapons sometimes. The lowest number is the durability overall of your weapon, and you have your blade durabilities for stabbing and for slashing with the sword. You can also send Atso back if he's getting annoying, because he can get a little annoying, but it's not so bad. I got used to it pretty quick, and they also have kind of a nice play with each other.
I tried and failed, so yes, I need you.
Like that. And this is the first anvil you get. That's basically you can get to the forge where you can make weapons. That's also very interesting. And you can also like weapon making is interesting. And you can also use the fast travel point and repairing and other stuff. Here you can see some weapons. The first ones you get is the normal sword, the pole arm, and I think the spear was the one I got first. Yes, the spear. I'm gonna make one because I need one. My other spear broke. So here you see the different stats you can get, like damage for piercing, damage for slashing, momentum, penetration with the attacks, and it changes around with the things you did, the tip, with the steels, with the cross section, with the reinforcement, with the shaft. All of that changes the stats a little bit, and you can go in one direction or just spread it out. Like, I usually go for durability because I like my weapons durable, of course. Because you have them quite a lot, and it's really bad if they break when you need them the most. I usually don't block a lot, so parry and blocking is a little bit, how should I put it, third class for me. The number is really low. And stamina usage and dodge cost, it explains itself. Reach is also pretty self-explanatory. The weight is probably an indicator of how much damage and how much momentum and stuff you get, and the balance is more sort of like a block thingy, and speed is also self-explanatory. It's really, really awesome to make your own weapons, because if you fail or if you need different weapons, sometimes I made like a hammer that's fast. I also made a hammer that is really long and slow but does a lot of damage. You can play around really a lot with those self forging of weapons yourself. Of course, you also need different materials for different steels and for different timbers and woods. Here comes the main part. You get stars for your smithing. Like, you need to make this form for the spear. For every weapon it's a different one. And the better you do it, the more stars you get. Which is, I think a really, really good mechanic, because you get used to it, you get better. I'm doing a really bad job. I wasn't used to that at the time that I recorded that part. But I got a lot better. You can change your strike strength, your tilt strike, your strike width. They all spaced out, space it out a little bit. You also have your preview. That's also, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna go into that too much. After you finish that, you get your little weapon show off, I would probably call it. But that's pretty much all the smithing. But it's a really important part, and it's a really good part. It works really well with the fighting style and the other things. It just works. Trust me. So you can also get for your forging text, basically forging text for your weapons. There are statues in the world, all over the world. You get upgrades or different parts you can make, which is really awesome. I like the things that you don't have to use it one way or another. You really get some really, really, really different weapons after a while, even though they kind of are the same. Yeah, you see. So now we're gonna go back. Like I said, you can at the anvil fast travel, and you can repair and recycle. I don't need to tell you more about that, probably. For every, I said, for every star you get one repair of the durability, of the overall durability. So I'm gonna slash a little bit. I'm pressing the different buttons because you can attack the body, the head, the arms differently. You also have your 3 damage types: slashing, stabbing, and with the hammer you have blunt. So I'm gonna go to the first enemies over there and show off how you see which armor or which attack is effective. Like you see, it's completely green, so every part is attackable. And then it's yellow. For yellow, you have, of course, less damage. And there's also red, which almost does no damage. It's pretty brutal. If you don't like that, I can't recommend it. But they are all not humans. I haven't fought a human until now. They're all monsters and the Queen's army, as they put it. Those barrels and the vases and urns you find here, all destroyable, and you get stuff from that, like iron and wood and coal. You need that for the forge, of course. I can't emphasize enough, the fighting style is really something new for me. Even though it's a Souls-like game, the fighting style makes it like a different thing. That is a statue. I already have that, unfortunately, but it's, you see what you get. They are sometimes a little bit hidden and sometimes a little less hidden. Also, destroying stuff and fighting enemies makes noise, which alerts other enemies. It's not that far of an alert, but it's an alert. And yeah, they want you. They want Arandelira. Okay, I should probably go more a little into the overall style of the game. Like I said, it's a Souls-like, so if you get downed or get defeated, all enemies respawn. Your healing is reinstated, and you drop the weapon you used in this fight, so that can be really hard. And here I'll show you the map. It looks amazing. And here I show you the different things you find, like health, stamina, upgrades. The third one I'm not gonna say anything about. This is the healing upgrade, like more health per healing and in general more healings. And that's the Forge Crypt text here. The Forge Crypt text gives you the possibility of unlocking more stars per weapon forging. Not a lot more to say. Here I can show you the equipment, a little overview about the medals you can get with different materials. The quest items also not very useful right now. And here you have Atsos Chronicles. Those are just basic things about enemies, like armor types, what you can do, what damage types they use, and or armor types they use, and what they can defend, or what's always effective, like blunt on there. Yeah, a lot of enemies, a lot of different stuffs you can see. Also, you have your tips. Probably don't need to tell you anything else here. And of course, your forge scrolls with which you see what weapons you can make, if they are new, if you get a new part. And also you can see how many upgrades you still have left to find for them. Just going over different things in Atsos Chronicles. They are kind of interesting and useful. Don't underestimate those. And it's really fun. You have to beat enemies to get more stuff with those, or go to different places that you didn't have to find before or didn't get to before. And I really like artwork. Okay, I think I went over every major part. I'm zooming out on the map. Oh, I forgot. This is not the only map, so there are multiple maps. It looks big. It gets a little smaller if you know a little bit more of what you do, but still a big map, and you have multiple of those. That's really awesome. Graphics are nice. I have gotten the occasional stutter, but that's also fine for me. I am not that bad. It's a PlayStation. It's on PlayStation 5 for this particular playthrough. I think it's on other games too, but I can recommend it. It's not that the stutters weren't that bad, so it's game breaking or anything. And in my tier list, it's an unfortunate B tier, because I can understand that Souls-like into fighting is not for everyone. But if you have the chance, give it a try it out, and maybe you like it, because it's, in my opinion, a really good game. It's just not for everyone. So, I think that's all for now. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you liked what you saw and you give it a try. So, bye-bye.